Hey there, it's Chris from Laser Lemming, and you can still only hear my voice, still experimenting with the microphone only sort of situation. Let me know how you like it. Do you like just hearing my voice over pictures and sometimes video and all that? I want to know if you like this little experiment, because it's a lot easier on me personally. But I do enjoy showing you my pretty face every now and then as well. So today, I wanted to have a little bit of a rant actually. I wanted to kind of rant about Rare, the company that used to be a second party to Nintendo and was bought out by Microsoft in 2002. And I have a problem. Rare is being left to rot. It was once a huge, big company, and it was the creator of tentpole franchises for Nintendo. These were the guys that made Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Battletoads, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They made so much classic games. And what happened was, around 2001, 2002, Rare wanted to be bought out completely. They wanted to sell the remaining shares, and Nintendo did not want to buy the 51% of shares required to own the company. Nintendo had already owned 49% of the shares. And they didn't want to spend all that money on Rare because Rare was, even though they were making big classic games for Nintendo, they were only putting out so many. So Nintendo thought, well, this isn't worth the investment financially. So they sold their remaining shares and Microsoft ended up buying them. Now my question is, why the hell did Microsoft buy Rare? Because ever since they've owned Rare, they've just let them sink further and further into nothingness. So, when Microsoft first bought Rare, they made Rare pump out their Grab by the Ghoulies game really quickly for the Xbox. And they had P. Diddy say at the end of the commercial from the makers of Donkey Kong Country, Grab by the Ghoulies. And that didn't really help the sales of the game. In fact, the game was kind of mediocre as far as reception goes. So not a lot of people really liked Grab by the Ghoulies. And that was just the start, alright? So when the Xbox 360 came around, that's when Rare first started really kind of ramping up production. They came out with Perfect Dark Zero, which was a ho-hum sequel to the original Perfect Dark. But that was an actual Nintendo IP that had moved over to be exclusively for Microsoft. They had that. They had Cameo. That was a brand new IP that Rare had been working on for the GameCube. They brought it over to the Xbox, and then they finally upgraded it to the Xbox 360 when it finally released. So they had that. And then they came out with Animal Crossing. No, what the fuck was it? What the hell was their franchise called? I always mix it up with Animal Crossing. Viva Pinata, that's it. They came out with Viva Pinata. Alright, and then they let them do another Banjo sequel. People were so happy that finally Rare was doing another Banjo-Kazooie game. And it had a very polarized reception. Some people, you either loved it or you hated it, because it was just very different than what people were expected to and probably wanted to see from a new Banjo game. But that was about it. After Banjo didn't blow up the sales charts, Microsoft said fuck it. They said, we're not gonna let you really do what you want anymore. They canceled a bunch of Rare's projects. Rare had a lot of interesting things in the works, and a ton of people left Rare. Most of the talent that you know from the N64 days has moved on to Free Radical, and who's gone now, and which is pretty much Crytek. So they've moved on to different companies. So all the people that you know that made these beloved games, they're gone. And what happened was, Microsoft said, hey, you're making Kinect games now. You're going to chase Nintendo again. Microsoft bought Rare in the hopes of capturing that Nintendo audience. And it hasn't really worked, I don't think. I mean, they had them chasing the Wii audience by making Kinect Sports, which is pretty much as much of a Me Too game as I've ever seen. It's just Wii Sports with a camera. Alright, so they've been doing that, and then now they're making another Kinect Sports. I think they're working on their third Kinect Sports game. Yeah, they made Kinect Sports, and then they made Kinect Sports Season 2. And for the Xbox One, they're making Kinect Sports Rivals. These poor sons of bitches. Alright, so that's what they're doing. Now, a lot of people have been clamoring for a return to their old IPs because Microsoft is just sitting on a bunch of classic IPs from Rare. And I mean, they have Jet Force Gemini under them. They have Perfect Dark. I mean, that's sold all right, I think. They had more Banjo. They could do a lot with the IPs Rare has under their belt, but they're choosing not to. I mean, they even had Conquer. They even had Conquer. But they're not doing anything. They're having Rare just sit on these IPs. Microsoft spent like $350 million on this company in 2002, and they've just let them rot. So right now they're making Kinect Sports games, and what I was saying was that a lot of people have been clamoring for Microsoft to use some of these IPs, have Rare make something that they want to make. You think the people at Rare really want to make Kinect Sports games? I doubt it. It might be true for some people there, but I doubt this is what they envision themselves doing. So Microsoft finally listened, kind of, and they're taking this franchise, Killer Instinct, and they're making it a free-to-play Xbox One game. Now, for a lot of people that really wanted to see a new Killer Instinct, I gotta imagine it's disappointing to hear that it's a free-to-play game on Xbox One. I mean, okay, it's on Xbox One, that's to be expected. No problems there, right? Microsoft owns Rare and the IP. But making it a free-to-play game is kind of divisive. Some people love the idea. Some people are not big fans of it. I'm not really a big fan of it. The idea is that players will get a free character. In this case, it's Jago. And they could buy characters for like $5 a piece, or they could buy like 8 characters for $40. It's not a great deal to me. But some people seem to be used to it with fighting games. I don't think it's a very good value. But here's the kicker. Rare's not even really developing the game. They might be helping out a little bit, but it's really the developer Double Helix that's developing the game. And that's just the biggest kicker of all. So Microsoft is finally utilizing one of these IPs, but they're not even letting the company that made the games in the first place really take control of the game. And so that's my thoughts. I think that Rare's just being left there to rot. I wish Nintendo wasn't so kind about letting Rare keep so many of those IPs, because I think we probably would have seen a lot of cool Banjo games by now. We might have seen another Jet Force Gemini, something. We might have seen something different from Nintendo regarding these IPs that Rare can't even do anything with anymore, because Microsoft is just letting them rot. But that's my thoughts. What are yours? Do you think that Rare is in a good spot right now? Do you think that they should be doing something different? Voice your opinions in the comment section below. And remember that there is a free copy of Limbo on the line. By the end of the week, whoever has the best comment will win a Steam code for the game Limbo. Alright, subscribe for more. Got a comedy channel. You should check that out if you'd like comedy. New videos every week, funny stuff. I'll see you in the next one.